we have to give you an A+ on the backdrop because the display of the kicks is top notch. I love what you've done.
Thank you guys.
I like it. I like how you utilize the box.
Yeah, the creativity is
Right?
high.
I know.
I don't need a bookshelf. I want a crepe shelf.
No, this is great. Josh, a record-breaking signing that will see you move from your hometown of Louisville to Portuguese giant Benfica. As this deal was getting done, what has the last few weeks been like as this was getting finalized?
No, it's definitely been a busy week with the World Cup and knowing this is getting announced and traveling back home, trying to figure out the details. So it's definitely been busy, but it's been a dream come true.
What was the approach like, Josh, from Benfica? How did you find out? How did your family find out? I mean, you must have been tripping out. It's not like, you know, it's a pretty big name to be going after you.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a huge club, but I had my agent really work on everything because I was still in the season with Louisville City and trying to focus on that. And I didn't want to look too far ahead, you know, try to focus on the little things and the little steps.
Josh, I'm curious because it feels like you've come out of nowhere. Because you're not in MLS, but you're a big name player. You're playing for Louisville. How did you develop into this big time prospect? I know you got your coach, Danny Cruz, who I'm very familiar with, used to go up against him in MLS, but how did that come to be? What was the goal for you always as a young player in Louisville?
No, I think the goal was to go to Europe. I don't think I saw the pathway until Jonathan Gomez did it before me, coming to Louisville and going to Spain. So I think that really just opened up my mind to a new idea. I never thought it would be possible until he did it. So then once he did it, that was my dream and goal from then on. So I just worked hard to get there.
Josh, in 5 years, who's a bigger name in Louisville, you or Jack Harlow?
Nah, he's fired.
If you could, which MLS club would you have wanted to go to if you went the MLS route?
That's a good question. I would say probably Inter Miami.
Of course.
That's going to be everyone's answer.
Hold on, he's landlocked. He's thinking beach more than he's thinking Messi. So you can get bourbon everywhere, bro. I need a beach.
He can't drink. Come on now. Josh, you are a Louisville native. Did I say it right? Louisville. That's how you say it.
Louisville.
Yeah. Louisville, y'all.
Louisville.
That's how we say
Louisville.
it. I mean, this is going to be a big transition, moving to Portugal. What are you going to miss most about your hometown?
I'll probably just say my family and friends. And they come to every game, so I know they're going to be there. Like when I'm playing, I can see them in the stands after the game. So that's going to be tough, but they'll still come visit me in Portugal. So we'll get through it.
Josh, how's your Portuguese?
It's terrible, I can't lie, but I'm trying.
It's gonna be better, I bet. How are your emotions, man? Because 18, it's like that jump abroad. Well, in its similar sense, kids at 18, they're going to college. I remember when I was going to college, I was super emotional to leave home. How are you holding up?
No, I think it's more excitement. Obviously, there's some like sadness, nervousness, but I would say it's mostly excitement because this is a dream that me and my brothers have had since we were kids. So for one of us to do it right now, it's amazing.
I see you got the kicks behind you. You got the cut in the eyebrow. You got a little swag to yourself. So I'm going to ask this question. When that first direct deposit hits from Benfica LLC, what's the first thing you buying? What's the first nice, dumb purchase you making?
Probably a car, I can't lie.
Okay.
Yeah? Above the kicks? What about kicks? What's like the one, what's that
kicks,
grail?
I would say the Off-White 4s. They've been my dream shoe.
The sales?
Yes.
Yeah?
You know,
Nice.
Josh, that's the first thing I did when I signed was I bought my family a car.
What car did you get them?
My parents. I got them a Jaguar.
Wow.
But you know, because I just looked at as a kid, I had always dreamed of becoming a professional, and I came from nothing. But I remember my family taking me all across New England. Anytime there was a game, traveling 4 hours in a car, and we'd have one window broken, taped up with duct tape, just embarrassing scenes for me as a kid. And I said, as soon as I make it, I want to give back to my parents. I want them to have nice things. So I got them a car, which that was one of those magic moments that fills your heart. But Josh, I'm curious, you crashed out of the U20 World Cup. It's got to be difficult because you had so much potential. What do you think of the tournament now, looking back at it? What could have been done different? How do you feel about it? Because Uruguay wins the tournament, and I felt like you guys were the better squad.
Yeah, no, I think looking back and reflecting, I know I didn't have my best game. I know a lot of players on the team could probably say that about themselves too when we reflect and look at ourselves. So I just think it was not our day. I mean, we had a great tournament. I think we know we had the potential to go further than we did, and seeing them win it is definitely made it a little bit tougher because we know we could have been in the spot that they were in. So definitely hurts a little bit, but you know, you have to move on. That's life.
I love that you had that experience of competing on the world stage against the best youth on the planet, right? So now you had that fire to win a cup. You know what it takes to get through a group stage, to get into the knockout rounds, and how the games can change tactically. Going to Benfica is a big step. Have you had any conversations with former pros, players that have played in Europe, just to kind of prepare you for what Benfica B looks like, and then that jump from Benfica B to Benfica A, what it takes to make that jump?
Yeah, no, like I said earlier, me and Jonathan are close from when he was in Louisville, so he's helped me a lot so far with what he experienced when he first went to Europe, and his brother also played at Porto B, so it's pretty similar, close to each other. So they gave me a lot of just things that they did when they got there to help them out. So hopefully I can use those things.
You can hit me up anytime. Tell your agent Mike Gartland. Give you my number and I'll hook you up.
You could also call me if you're bored. I got no advice for you, but you know, I got bits.
He is funny.
Josh, for the Benfica fans that might come across this on social media and stuff like that might not know you. In the U.S., we know you. We followed you at the World Cup and what you've been doing at Racing Louisville. At Louisville, excuse me. How would you describe yourself to the Benfica fan that wants to see you? How would you describe yourself?
No, I say I'm an energetic player, a ball-playing center back, but can also defend. So I just think that they'll have to wait and see.
Ooh.
Nice. And now you got to say it in Portuguese.
Oh, no. I got to pull out my phone.
I got one quick question for you, Josh. What gets you hyped before a game? What are you listening to music? What do you do? Your first game at Benfica when you're about to go out on the pitch, what is it that you're doing?
Nah, I listen to Lil Baby. I pray, and then after that, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
All right, Lil Baby. That's that get hype music? Okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Josh, we very much look forward to following your career. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us this morning, and best of luck on the big move.
No, thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
All the best.